Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
No camera?
I use mask.
Yeah.
Can you delete this, please?
Oh, yes. I will.
You take something?
Yesterday, you guys took a video of the guy with the wrestler with his face painted.
Okay.
And you posted it. So today,
I didn't post it. I was live.
I saw it on TikTok. I saw it. We saw it.
I didn't post it.
But I'm just saying, like, so you can't record it.
Penta, a luchador, asked a stranger to delete a video, and the stranger keeps streaming. 24 hours later, he's banned, and he's still saying he did nothing wrong. Welcome to the Tea Drop, where the brew is strong and there's lots to talk about. All right, everyone, strap in because this one's got layers. We're gonna cover what actually happened, why an unmasked luchador is a big deal, whether N3on's sorry or just farming clout, and the uncomfortable question nobody in the wrestling community might want to answer. So let's get into this drop. So here's the timeline, and I'm going to stick to receipts to the best of my ability. Fanatics Fest, New York City, the Javits Center, July 16 through the 19th. Every mainstream name you can think of is there. John Cena, Roman Reigns, Undertaker, Jay-Z, Shaq, IShowSpeed, and a streamer called N3on. Yeah, N3on. Anyway, N3on was running a 7-hour IRL stream. He crosses paths with Penta backstage, and Penta's not wearing his mask. Penta sees the camera, tells him straight up, I wear a mask. Delete that. N3on says okay, except people has already screen recorded it at that point. The genie is out. And here's where it got really interesting. Day 2, WWE pulls him aside at Fanatics Fest and bans him from the booth. N3on argues, but I didn't post it. The office goes, we've seen it. The decision's final. And here's the part that matters. He never told WWE he was live, so the footage was already out while he's playing innocent. Now, if you're not deep in wrestling, you might be thinking, it's a face, who cares? Well, let me explain why this is a moral sin, and at least in the lucha libre circles. In Mexican wrestling, the mask is the wrestler. It's a sacred thing. Careers are built on protecting it, and the only time it comes off is a lucha de apuestas match, which is a mask versus mask match, or a wrestler choosing to unmask on their own terms. Unmasking someone against their will, that's one of the most disrespectful things you can do in the business. That's why the fans who reshared it blurred his face first. The fans have had more respect for Penta's boundary than the guy who was standing right in front of him. Sit with that for a minute. So on Saturday, at Saturday night's main event, N3on did apologize though. And I'll play it fair. Here's what he exactly said.
I just wanted to apologize. It was a clear misunderstanding. They told him that he could take the mask off in that area, and they told me I could stream in that area, and it just flashed, and shit happened. It was never my intention. I won't do that on purpose. I'm sorry.
All right. Two things can be true at the same time, though. It might generally have been a logistical mix-up in Fanatics Fest. It does happen at that event from time to time. One area, 2 sets of instructions. Fine, let's go with that. But here's what I'm going to say about this. Intentions don't unring a bell. The moment Penta said delete it, the stream should have ended. And apparently it didn't. It should have green apple. And the context is important and it matters. This is the same guy who apparently faked his own death as a stunt. That's not a rumor. He admitted it on camera. So when a professional clout machine accidentally catches the one thing the entire internet wants to probably see or may not want to see, you'll forgive me for raising an eyebrow when it comes to this. Real quick, if you want unfiltered wrestling takes the algorithm might be scared to push, subscribing generally helps for this channel. That's it. All right? Don't forget to hit and like the video. Let's get back to it. And the wrestling world, not having it at this point. Dominic Mysterio itself, of all people, was caught flipping N3on off during the show.
Payers! Me! What? Fuck you! Bitch! Yo, what?
When Dirty Dom is the moral compass at a WWE event, you've done something terribly wrong. Wrestling content creators are especially loud about this, and I'm one of them, because it's not about one video. It's about getting access, and it's about who gets held accountable when they abuse that access. So let me ask you something. Should non-wrestling creators pure IRL streamers even be the ones getting these backstage credentials, or should that access go to the people who spent years building the wrestling community? Because here's the case for us. A wrestling creator knows the codes. A wrestling creator knows you don't point a camera at a maskless luchador. That knowledge is the whole job. An IRL streamer walked into a culture he didn't understand and stepped on the third rail on day one. But, and this is where I stay honest, there's another side to this. Here's the uncomfortable part about this whole thing when it comes to content creators. WD didn't invite N3on by accident, if you think about it. They invited him for reach. Millions of eyes that have never watched a wrestling match in their life potentially are watching N3on. That's new customers to WWE versus what wrestling content creators who have viewers who already are watching the product. That's the entire business logic when it comes to it. So as much as it stings, WWE will keep booking the big non-wrestling creators because they bring new eyes to the product. And that won't change until wrestling creators can prove we bring new eyes too. Not the same 500 fans arguing in the comments, genuinely new ones that can bring more profit to these companies. That's the challenge for every creator watching this, myself even included. Access follows attention. If we want a seat at the table, we've got to grow the audience, not just serve the ones we've got. We also have to grow professionally, creating videos that may make sense, or being at these interviews and doing proper interviews, not just, softball interviews. We have to really do hard work to be able to get that access. We can't just serve the ones we already got, which we appreciate everyone that's here watching our videos, but we also have to figure out a way to reach a newer audience, even convert them to be wrestling fans themselves. If you're able to achieve that, that's power to you as a content creator. That's the real reason buried under this whole drama. So when it comes to this, for me, the unmasking was obviously disrespectful, without a doubt, apology or not. When someone tells you to delete, you delete, or if you're in a live stream, you terminate the live stream. IRL streams are getting way too reckless at this point, and somebody's private identity should never be the price of a viral clip. But the access problem is on us to solve as well, not just complain about. So hopefully for N3on, he learns going forward not to do this kind of thing. I don't know. I have to see to believe, but this is kind of it's a weird condition because he didn't really abuse, did things like other weird wrestling fans have done in the past. This is more of a situation of not understanding the culture. And if you want to be part of these events, maybe do a little research before you go to these events and learn about the culture, because it's very important for you to learn about it in order to make sure you don't do anything weird like what just happened to N3on. That is very important. Anyway, I want to hear from you. Should non-wrestling creators get backstage passes at all, or has the clout era officially gone too far? Drop your thoughts in the comments as always. And as always, if the T hit right, hit the like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next video.